Okay, so Summit last year versus this year, I would say was like completely like night and day difference for me. I think mostly because I had Jackson last year. So I was just like, Hannah, stop. Okay. Sorry, you guys. So I had Jackson last year, so I think I was like mostly like trying to soak everything in, but like nursing and like just trying to survive on like staying awake. If you can't sit still, you're gonna go somewhere else. No, I don't even know what you're trying to do. Here. So this year I felt like I was actually able to take the information in and kind of roll with it. You guys are okay, get down. Go play. Here's your bottle. And everybody else, Hannah, stop. We're not, no, absolutely not. No. You guys, I'm so sorry.
It's not, it's not a big deal.
Oh my God, I want to pull my hair out with my kids right now. No, go do something else. We're not going to the park or getting a smoothie. If you continue to, here, make your own unicorn. Anywho, this summit, it was kind of like you kept hearing a lot of like, why not me? Like in a lot of people's speeches, because there's a lot of people that like went from 1-star or just diamond coach to 15-star in a year. And it was because like their biggest takeaway was like, why not me? Like, why can't I stand on that stage? And it was kind of like, it hit home for me because last year when I was sitting there, I was like, I'm going to do all these things. I'm Emerald. I'm going to be 2-star by next summit, or I'm going to be elite by next summit, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to hit like all these benchmarks and like run with it. And I was diamond. So I did rank advance from like the summit, but I was nowhere near where I wanted to be. And it was kind of like, we had a lot of travel time. So when I was like really thinking about like, what is my biggest takeaway from summit this year, was a lot of like, I'm not being authentically me. Like I'm telling my story, but I'm telling it very vaguely. Like I say that I've struggled with nutrition, but like, how have I struggled with the nutrition side of things? Why do I have all these body image issues? Like why? And kind of like diving more into like what actually makes me. And they did have a speech on this, on like, being authentically you, being like, what makes you you, and all those things. So like, that was probably my biggest takeaway from Summit. There's a lot of other speeches and great trainings, but I want to just pass off to you guys, like, start being authentically you. Like, what makes you you? Are you a mom that cusses? Do you bribe your kids? Do you, like, why did you even get started? Like, obviously, because we've all, we've struggled with weight, or we just wanted to get in a healthy routine. But like, dig a little deeper to that, because people will start to actually connect with you on a deeper level, and those will be your lifers. Because and that was another thing that I sat back and realized too, like, why do I keep having people sign up and then just drop off the face of the earth? Like, they won't respond back to me. They're not committing. They're not, like, what is it? And I always, like, I took it personal, because I'm like, why are they not, like, why aren't they following through? And it was one of those things too, like, I would reach out to them, ask them, like, how can I help you? But I don't think I ever connected with them on that deep level where they felt they could be vulnerable with me. Like, if they were struggling, because it's hard. And I don't think we talk about how hard it is sometimes. I think a lot of people will see us, we're doing, our workout videos, we're pressing play every day. We have kids running rampant, but we're still getting it done. But like, why are we getting it done? And talk. I want my play on the room. Okay, go play in your room. No, Play-Doh. I don't know where it's at. Dad threw it away. Shucks, Dad. And what is the meaning behind it? Not like, what are you doing, but why are you doing it? And start sharing the why behind what you're actually doing. So like, in my workout clips, I used to share like, just very vague things. Sometimes I get deep, but sometimes I'm just like, yep, press play again, did it again. And so now it's more, okay, then get it out of the diaper bag. And now it's more like I press play because it gives me more patience with my kids. It makes my day just go smoother. It gives me that 5 or 30 minutes of sanity. That's my time. Like my kids might be running rampant, but it's like my time. And so start really sharing that why, and start, if you're comfortable with it, start being more vulnerable. Here. And just start really like speaking your story and not this cookie cutter version of what you think because you're watching Melanie or you're watching whoever else you watch that's Beachbody coaches. And honestly, if those people are like making you feel down about yourself, delete them. Like unfollow Beachbody coaches. And that was something else they said, like, if it's not encouraging you to move forward in your business, unfollow. Like people won't be offended. They'll take it as a compliment. And so it's like when I get people that unfollow me because they're just like, you know what, I don't want to, like, good job, but I don't want to keep comparing myself to you. I take it as a compliment, and you should too. And those people won't be offended. Here. Okay, so go. I don't want your brother on the chair. Move along. Take the snack bag and move along. And just really digging deep. And Tuesday, here, you can have that. And Tuesday I went like very, very vulnerable. I don't know if you guys saw that post, but like I talked about my eating disorder, and I talked about how like my inner mean girl really started in middle school because I've always had curves, and my friends were always like size 0, size 2, and I was like 12 and 10, and it was just like, it was embarrassing. But like, so learning to like really embrace those kind of stories that make you will help people relate. Well, don't give it to the dog. I can't with my kids. Anyways, so, and he pooped. Okay, so if you can, and if you are comfortable, start sharing with people and start just making relatable. And if people start unfollowing you because they're just like, you're being too, like, they just don't like your speech or whatever, that's on them. Not, okay, go get the other one. There's 2 in there. Go get the other one. Go get the other one. Go get the other one. There's 2. If people unfollow you because you offend them, those aren't your people anyways. Like, don't look at your numbers like going up and down so much, because the people that can relate to you, the people that are going to build your tribe, those people, they'll stick around. They might not commit today. They might not commit tomorrow. Oh, Jackson. But they will commit eventually. And so, and it will take time, but like your loyal people, your lifers, they will come around because PD. Okay. Anywho, they will come around. And like I said, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but you keep showing up, you keep showing like your wounds, whatever you want to call them, they will relate to you on some level. So those are my biggest takeaways. And there are like launches coming out, like the new Beach Bars, Shakeology is kind of doing a relaunch, the apparel, collagen, a new workout program. Don't promote those things now, and I wouldn't even talk about the things that you cannot sell right now, because people aren't excited as you are about the new product coming out in October. Like, they're going to lose interest real fast. And so I would start talking about the collagen. I would start talking about, I mean, if the active line gets your fancy, then talk about that. But, and if Morning Meltdown, if you are not excited about it, it's okay not to promote it. Like, if you personally are not like, I'm pumped for this program, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do it myself, it's okay to promote something else. Like, if you are a huge 80-day girl or Lift 4 or whatever, like, strikes your fancy, it's okay to still focus on those programs. Or if you just want to go back to nutrition, it's okay to do that. But the big ones are like Morning Meltdown, that you can be promoting the collagen, and honestly, that's it. Those are the only things that you can get your hands on today. And also, too, when you're trying to get new coaches on your team, they are he's so cute. They are striking the new $10 coupon code off. for new coaches. So when they get signed up, they will get 3 people they can give a $10 coupon code to. So, and honestly, right now too, they have the opportunity to save $70 to sign up as a coach, because they get their $40 waived, they get the $20 off the pack, plus they get the $10 off if you give them the code. So I would kind of, you know, use that verbiage like, now's the time, because you get to save $70, which we always say it rarely happens, but it happens every time they launch a new product. And Morning Meltdown will probably be on sale next month as well, because that's kind of the cycle they've been doing. But I would just kind of implement that now. What was the other big one I wanted to talk about? And try not to, I think it was, I don't remember. But those are the big ones. And Super Saturday, if you guys are, or Super Weekend, whatever they call it now, they're using it more as like an open house. So you don't need to be a coach to go. It could be a lot of people, if they're interested, but they're just not ready to commit, they're going to be kind of talking about more of the coaching experience. Sure, get dressed. Unfortunately, I can't make it because we're out of town, but it is something, if you can start making these live events, they are important, because it does kind of recharge that battery, and it recharges like what you're looking for. Oh, the other thing, creating FOMO. Like, just like start creating it. So like these team calls, like take a picture, share it on your Instagram, share it with others, so like your story just keeps getting seen. And I would say when I was in Indianapolis, I created the FOMO, and I didn't realize I was creating it for 2 of my discount coaches that are now turning into working coaches.
Yay.
If you create the FOMO, people are gonna want to join, and like, why are they wanting to join? And so like when Morning Meltdown, because I am excited for it. Hi. I am going to start Zoom calls where like we can all work out. So I'm going to put it in our team page, and I'll put it also in my accountability group. So like anybody that wants to work out can work out, and we can do it together. So like I'll take pictures of that and I'll post it, and I'll tag people, so my story keeps getting passed around. And just like, I would start creating like FOMO in a sense too, because like I know our team isn't huge, but like go into like other people's stories and like maybe promote, like, Whitney, I shared your story because I thought it was a good story to share. And just like start, like, I know we sometimes are like, I don't know if I want to like share another coach's story because I don't want them to go to them, I want them to come to me. But if you're sharing all your coaches' other successes, or you're sharing your coach's post or whatever it is, people are going to come to you because they actually see that you're genuinely happy for this person and really want this person to grow. And I know that's not creating FOMO in the sense how they're telling us to create it, but that is one way to create it, because you are building a tribe of women that are supporting women. And so like, how do you share that? How do you show that? Start sharing other people's posts. Start tagging other people so that other people can repost everything. Yeah, we're going to Disneyland later. And just like start talking about that stuff. And I don't know if you guys are in Kayla's group, the Hey Girl Academy. But she's talking about more like pinpointing like what hurts. So like talk about, so like my post today, it's going to be about like, are you tired of telling your kids no? Like when it comes to like going on vacations, going to the zoo, all that stuff. Because I know I was. I mean, that's why I started coaching, because money was tight. And I mean, and I wanted to obviously lose the weight. All these steps. But like, what's another reason why you started coaching? And then what are you most passionate about the business? Like for me, it's the nutrition side of things. Like working out has always been, I don't want to say easy, but it's more working out's easier for me to do than it is to eat a healthy plate. So it's like when I was solely focusing on nutrition, when Ultimate Portion Fix came out, my business was at its all-time high. Like I had, I think 16 SC points, and I was building coaches and all this stuff. But then some reason, like something just trickled off. It was the next new program that I was promoting, and I kind of lost what I was truly like passionate about. So I think just brain dump and talk about like what is keeping you here? Like what is keeping you interested in Beachbody? Like what is your passion? And it doesn't have to be nutrition. It doesn't have to be the workouts. It could be the support you get from everybody. It could be the sisterhood that's forming. It could be like whatever it is. Like speak on that. Hannah's crying. What's wrong? What's wrong? Does anybody want a toddler? Anywho, do you guys have any questions? Those are kind of the big.
I kind of do. So I want to talk about collagen because I'm gonna order some, and I'm excited about trying it myself, but I'm also like in that weird spot where I'm like, how do I promote it without being too like, here's the product, like I don't want to be weird, but like it seems like an awesome product that I'm like genuinely excited to try and use.
Yeah. Hold on, Whitney.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, you got your shirt on backwards, silly. Let's fix your shirt. Put your arms out. Take that arm out. Here. Get in there like that. Oh, careful, sweetie man. Look, there's your face. There's a little guy and a little girl.
Yeah. Hi, guys. My kids are in timeout. Oh, I swear, something so hard. So the collagen. I would talk about it if do you use it already?
I haven't gotten it yet, no. I'm just excited about it. Like
collagen before though? Like the
what?
peptides.
So what? Yeah, I have. I feel like I picked a bad brand, but like I'm interested in all the like benefits of it. Like I want to be using it, and I think it's awesome that Beachbody's doing it, and it's a really good price point, Yeah.
So I would talk about it in the sense, I haven't been promoting it awesome, but just kind of like yesterday, like I made a superfood, like I made a latte, but with my Shakeology. So it's like I added a scoop of collagen, like you're getting a meal replacement. You're working on your hair, skin, and nails with the extra scoop. You're working on glowing from the inside out.
Right.
And I would talk about it honestly, like, do you like collagen peptide? Just kind of compare the two.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you like for somebody to promote a new product to you?
I know. That's the hard part. I think I get really like, I don't know, because like with Kayla's stuff, like she did that whole thing about like unboxing and how like don't do that. And the funny thing is, I kind of like watching people unbox stuff. So it's hard for me to like tell, like when I should put my own, like, I don't know. I don't want to tune her out because I think she has lots of great info, but like when to do my own thing that I like versus like listen to her. And like, she had a lot of good points as to why that looks funny. But like, to me, I actually really love watching people unbox. Like I follow a lot of skincare people just because I'm interested personally in that. And I love when they like show the product. So I feel really torn about like, what's the best thing to do because like, I kind of like watching people unbox stuff.
So you do you. Like if you are excited, like if those things, like, I really enjoy watching these. I like watching people unbox their boxes. Mm-hmm. Your people will enjoy it too. Okay. So maybe not like do it every single time.
Right.
But you can talk about like, have you ordered it yet?
No, I'm thinking about doing it today though.
Okay. Probably so maybe are other people ordering it like on your downline?
Yeah, at least one or two of them.
Okay. So have them maybe, and this could be something fun, like have them like screenshot and tag you in your, like in their stories and be like, I'm so excited to try this new product. And then you share yours and then
that's a good idea.
Have them tag you so that they can share. And then maybe on your next slide or as you do a screenshot with your order, say like, the next person that buys this will also get like a I don't know if you have extra product on hand, but like a Mama Juice in the mail, a Mama Juice sample as well.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, I could do that.
So just something that like kind of gets people excited as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe tomorrow talk about the benefits of collagen, or
Okay.
talk about the benefits today and then show the screenshots tomorrow.
That's a good idea. Cause yeah, like I think that that's the other thing that I get torn between, because like we have a lot of good products that people probably don't even know about, but then you don't want to get too producty either. But then like, I don't know, just finding that balance of showing like the things that we have to offer in like, but not in a weird way.
Yeah. Well, and we do have a ton of products that we love, but I would always like showcase the products that you use.
Yeah,
so
for
as
sure.
you're making your Mama Juice, I see you do this in your stories. Like you have it out. You don't always talk about it, but it's there. So people are curious on like, what the hell is she drinking every morning? And just like, you know, showcasing it that way too. It's like when you're doing your recover, you know, maybe just like make a boomerang of you dumping the powder into a cup. Like just showcase it slowly that way too.
Right.
Curiosity is still a thing. Like people are still curious about what you are doing.
Right.
I feel like I had something else. And then if you guys, so something that is kind of exciting. So Melanie is doing a like elite / premier group. If you're like, if that's one of your goals to be part of. So I will, before I say this, like if you are part of trainings and you're not getting much from them, remove yourself. Because I know Kayla, I talk about this often. Like I love Kayla to pieces, but I also still get like bits and pieces from her group, and I get bits and pieces from another group I'm a part of. But Melanie's trainings are always kind of like up here. Like I feel like they're really good. So if you guys are interested and like that is your goal, is to be like elite or premier or just, you know, 2-star, 3-star, whatever it is, I would join this group, but you need to be diamond before you can join. So it's nice because it's kind of that next level training.
Hey, I got to hop on for a little bit.
Yeah.
I just have such a feeling about this group. Like it's like I lost my diamond for a little while, so I literally just sat down and mapped out on a piece of paper how I can get it back today if like my prayers are answered, and I know that they will be. So like, you just because you're not a diamond right now doesn't mean that this group isn't for you. You know what I mean? Like I literally just sat down and made a path, and I'm just not gonna put my head down on the pillow until I've given it everything I have to make it happen, you know? So, because I messaged Melissa earlier, I was like, I want to do this group, but I feel unqualified. And like, once I typed that, I was like, what an idiot. Like, don't say that. Just act to make you qualified, you know? So anyway, I just had to share.
You don't have to be diamond like today, because she just made the group yesterday, which, I mean, Shannon, you do, like, you got it.
Yeah.
Like, you got the fire going, so roll with it. But like, if you're not a diamond today, don't think you can't join the group.
Right.
So wait, are we talking about the premier elite group or whatever? Okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to be premier, you don't have to be elite, but you need to at least be diamond to be a part of this group.
Okay.
And Whitney, I know you are so close.
I know.
We're like so close. Like
I know.
Like
I know. And that's one thing too, like Shannon just kind of said, I've like just told myself, like, I'm not going to focus on the fact that I'm not right there. Like, I'm so close, but I'm trying to focus on the fact that, like, because I'm so close, like, it's going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of like.
And I mean, 2 of my holes that I'm filling are literally me being like, hey, I know that you've ordered in the past. This is a big goal I'm pushing for. I've prayed about this. Can I, you know, is there anything that I can connect you with this month to like help my business and to help your health journey? Like, I'm being that honest with some of these people, which I normally wouldn't, but I'm just like giving myself every opportunity to let the universe help me, you know?
Right.
And
some people do want to help you. Like some people would actually like be like, oh yeah, let me help you get to your whatever goal.
Well, and some of the like clues, if you go back to some of your coach posts and your stories, there are people watching and liking it that you're missing. I found that, like, if I don't do an audit periodically, I like there's people that you've laid the foundation and planted all the seeds. They just need a follow up, you know?
Yeah.
Also, fun fact too, ladies, let me show you this. kind of cheating the system, I feel like, but it works. So if you do a poll in your story, here, I'm going to one that I did yesterday. So all these people that are viewing your story, if you just hit like the send message, oh, I don't know what I just did, but if you hit like that little arrow to like send them a message and it sends like it from your story, kind of like that. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
If it sends, we're gonna get kicked off in 10 minutes. If you send it like that, it looks like they voted on your poll. So if you, and when I say kind of cheating the system, because I did this a few times, and it looked like they actually voted on the poll, and they're like, oh, I didn't mean to hit that, but can you send me more information? Because it's like, I don't know if it is for you guys, but I have this same 50 people watching my story. I mean, I have more than 50 people watching my stories, but the same 50 people watching my stories every single day.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those like, okay, why are you watching my stories? Are you interested in the coaching? Are you interested in the programs? Are you just interested in me losing my mind with my kids? Like, what is it that like is keeping you coming back?
Right.
And so if you can ask those questions, and like if it's a poll that makes it easier for you to send them a message because it looks like they answered the poll, do it. Like it would work. Just to strike that conversation going too. And I know that's cheating the system, but it is what it is. So okay.
I think that you're right and Shannon's right though. I like, for me personally, I need to go back through, and also I'm just ending my 21 social month, and I've gotten so many new followers, and I had it like sent out that initial message, but like I feel like I have almost dropped the ball on just like not going back through and making better connections with those people. So I feel like I need to just get out of my head about that, because it's a little bit daunting to like start a billion conversations, but I feel like I've got the people there that I'm not taking advantage of.
Yeah. And if you're still wanting help, the girl that I've been using, her name is Hannah. She's been super helpful. And
I think I might try that. Like maybe, yeah.
And so I only use her for 3 hours.
I was going to say like maybe for like August or whatever, like when we get off the call, maybe I'll see if I could get her info, and then I'll see if it would work for her for next month for me, just because I just feel like that's where I'm slacking, because I feel like I'm doing my stories pretty well. Like I'm doing more IGTVs and lives. I just feel like that's the part where I'm dropping the ball.
Yeah.
The connection.
So I've been having good luck with her, and I just honestly, I have her use like the full hour to do what I hate doing. So I hate going through other people's pages and liking and commenting, because I feel like my time is better spent sending those connection messages.
Yeah.
And your time spent could be the liking and posting. So figure out what you're struggling with the most, and then have her do what you know.
Yeah. Right.
My kids are losing their minds right now. They're in timeout. We do timeout. And then if you guys haven't read this book, it is pretty good. I'm only on chapter 4 because I'm a very slow reader, but it is good because I'm actually taking my time and like highlighting through and stuff.
I have a question about that actually. Like, and again, like I know we can all put our own spin on stuff. Like I love the whole morning routine thing, being up earlier and stuff, but 5 a.m. is really hard for me, to be honest. Like 5:45, 6, like that's definitely like when I'm getting up, but I guess I'm having a hard time. Like, I don't know. I probably am thinking about it too much, because it's okay to be up at 6 versus 5, right? Like I'm still getting my morning routine in.
Yeah. You don't have to be up at 5.
Yeah.
It's more setting a morning routine.
Right. Okay.
Your morning routine is going to set the tone for the day.
Right.
So the morning routine is setting. So you don't have to get up at 5. I try to get up at 5 because my kids are typically up by 5:30. Yeah. It sucks, but
right.
I get at least like 10 minutes of like just quiet.
Right.
And here it doesn't happen very often.
Right.
So it's not, you don't have to be up at 5. It's just more, the book's more about just setting your morning routine.
Right.
But I would recommend that book. And also Mastering Your Inner Mean Girl is a great one. And then Shannon told me The Slight Edge is a really good one as well. So I think I'll use my next credit for that book. But is there any other questions? Anybody wanting to strive for New Leader Conference? I know I'm like, that's one of my goals.
How do you get there again? Is that your diamond? One star. Okay. Okay.
So that's my goal that I'm focusing on right now is like 1 star and just like really growing the team, and getting runners. So I don't know if you guys,
has there been any info out there or anything that I've missed, I guess, that like talks about like cultivating or like getting working coaches? Like, I just feel like there's so few and far between, and like I just don't feel like I have any strategies for that. Like, of course we're sharing our stuff, like what we're doing and like offering people a sneak peek and all that, but I feel like people just automatically look at it and they're like, I couldn't do that.
So I would ask them, like, what do you think you can do? Like, what is it that you think you can't do? And there is no like magic wand recipe for getting working coaches. Like, it took me 2 years to find Jenny, and then I found you, like through Jenny. And then it took me, and Alex too, my other like strong one. It took me 2 years to find them. And it's a lot of like pouring. Can you guys hear them? Awesome. It's a lot of like pouring into your challengers too, because if your challengers get results, they'll want to share their journey. So there is no magic wand, but you talk about coaching more, you'll get more coaches. That's the only recipe magic thing I can say. And that's when I've like started to switch gears and start talking about coaching more. And now I'm getting more people talking about the coaching with me, which I didn't normally do. And it's funny because Carrie would always say, like, you need to talk about coaching more. You're great on talking about challenge groups. You're great about talking about like the health and fitness, but you don't ever talk about coaching. And then it was like, and Melanie called me out on it too. She's like, if you want to grow a team, you need to talk about coaching. So it's kind of the same thing. So go back and look at your Instagram page, and are you talking about the health and fitness, more, or are you talking about coaching more? Because what you're talking about is what you're going to attract. And it might be easy for you to talk about the health and fitness, and that's why you're doing it, because that's why I was doing it, because I'm like, I'm not having much success with coaching, so why would I talk about it? You can white lie a little bit. I mean, you can, or talk about how like I took my husband out on a date night with my paycheck, and it wasn't at the dollar menu at McDonald's. Like talk about you went to Applebee's or Outback or wherever you went, and it was your treat. Or talk about how, like a paycheck covered a car payment, or little things like that, because you're going to attract people on where they're at.
Yeah.
Where they want to go because they see you growing. So you went from date night to a car payment to the mortgage. Like they're seeing you grow, and it's kind of like, well, I could do it, and then those income progressions just get bigger. Or like your team, share about us. Like you can share me, you can share about Courtney, you can share about Shannon in your Instagram story, so it looks like you have a really big team. Like I share about our goals on the Success Society, and they're not my team. I
shared about my husband hitting Emerald, which was all me. I was like, I have a coach that hit Emerald, which was literally me.
But you talk about it, and you get people excited because you look like an awesome leader, because you can help somebody rank advance. Like you can talk about these little things, and if like somebody in our team rank advance, you can share it. Like nobody's gonna know. Like Shannon.
I mean, it's real. It's just kind of. It's real. It's just kind of. I just kind of did it.
And it's so easy to hit Emerald, but we put such a like mind game on it that it's just like, oh my God, like you look at it on paper and you're like, this is so easy. I need literally 2 people. And then it's like, okay, I'm trying to get to diamond. Okay, I literally need like how many people? And it's like, okay, this is so doable. Like, but why am I not doing it? So you run with it. Like, because Matt's your husband, same, right?
Yeah.
He might be your diamond that makes you a 1-star diamond.
Right, for sure.
You know, and it could be all those things. And it's kind of like, and I look at my husband's leg and I'm like, why don't I ever build on this? Because I'm so focused on the Success Club points when really, if I'm wanting to rank advance, what else can I do to help myself rank advance? Work on my husband's leg.
Yeah, because then you like start to cycle more, right? Or